everyone, this is Vastavikta Raj and welcome to Sunbeam Convent School, Buxar. Today we are going to read about mixed cropping. It is also a natural method of providing nutrients to the soil, replenishing nutrients to the soil. Mixed cropping. What is mixed cropping? Growing two or more crops simultaneously. That means at the same time. Growing two or more crops simultaneously in a single field is known as mixed cropping. The advantage of mixed cropping is that nutrients required by one crop are provided by the other crop, such as when wheat and pulse. If wheat and pulse is grown together, then pulses, being leguminous crop, provide nutrients to cereal. So this is the advantage of mixed cropping. Leguminous crop and cereal are grown together on the single field. Growing two or more crops simultaneously on a single field is known as mixed cropping. The advantage of mixed cropping is that nutrient required by one crop is provided by other crop. Leguminous plant and cereal crops are grown together. Now another activity is irrigation. What is irrigation? Irrigation is supplying water to plants from outside due to shortage and uneven distribution of rainfall. It is known as irrigation. Irrigation means watering the field. Why it is necessary to water? There can be two reasons. If there is shortage of water or if there is uneven distribution of water, that means at some places water is very much available, rainfall is very much available, and in some places there is no rainfall. As it becomes necessary to provide water, because some crops need regular supply of water and it can only be possible with help of irrigation. What happens sometimes when an area gets more than abundant, excess amount of water, then their waterlogging takes place. Waterlogging means gathering water in field. Because of waterlogging, crops get spoiled. How? Because waterlogging increases the amount of salt in the soil, which stops growth of plant. Due to increase in amount of salt, it reduces the supply of air and plants die respiring anaerobically. That means in absence of air. The roots respire in the absence of air, and due to the production of ethanol, it starts dying. So water logging should also be not there. Waterlogging should also be not there, and irrigation is also necessary. So what are the sources of irrigation? From where do water come? Sources of irrigation water comes from rivers, ponds, lakes, wells, streams, tube wells, and canals. What is a canal? Canal is this type of river when it is cut from its edges so that water can be provided to different fields. It is known as canal system of irrigation. So method of irrigation. There are two methods of irrigation, traditional and modern. In traditional method of irrigation, tube well, hand pumps, etc. are used, and in modern method, a sprinkler and drip irrigation is used. A sprinkler and drip irrigation, they are the modern method of irrigation. This drip irrigation, it saves a lot of water, and sprinkler irrigation, it ensures that water is supplied evenly into the field. Let us look the main sources of irrigation. So my main sources of irrigation are river, pond, lake, wells, streams, tube wells. So canal system, canal irrigation. Canal lead water from rivers or storage reservoir to field. Where there is shortage of water, a canal can be very useful. A canal can lead water from river or storage reservoir. Canals are fed by water stored behind a large dam or barrage. Modern multi-purpose river valley projects with built-up dams not only provide water for irrigation but also help to control flood and generate hydroelectric power. So a canal, it is dug in such area where no source of water is available. A river is cut from edges and water is taken to the village or to that particular place where water is not available. So canal is fed by river water or storage reservoir. Multipurpose dam. These dams are known as multipurpose projects, river projects. It provides water for irrigation. Dams provide water for irrigation also, and dams help in controlling flood. Dams help in generating hydroelectricity. Because of being so useful, multi-purpose, that means various purposes, these dams are also known as multi-purpose projects. Wells and tube wells. Wells and tube wells are popular sources of irrigation all over the country. This type is widespread in plains where groundwater is available. So where can wells and tube wells be widespread? It can be widespread where groundwater is available, because from wells and tube wells we take out groundwater. Irrigation through wells and tube wells are practiced in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Maharashtra. This is tank irrigation. Tank irrigation is common in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, because in those regions rainwater harvesting is done. Rainwater is collected in tanks or reservoirs and it is used for irrigation. In these regions, wells and tube wells cannot be dug due to rocky ground and absence of groundwater. So where there is no groundwater, where wells and tube wells cannot be dug, there tank irrigation is useful. And where is tank irrigation common? It is common in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, because these regions practice rainwater harvesting and also digging a well or putting a tube well is not possible due to rocky ground and absence of groundwater. The method of irrigation. So method of irrigation, as we have all divided earlier, we will be dividing the traditional method and modern method. So what is traditional method? Traditional method means irrigating the field by the water available in wells or lakes is called traditional method. In traditional method, cattle or human labor is used in this method. These methods are cheaper but less efficient. Traditional method is cheap but it is less efficient. This method leads to wastage of water because nothing is planned. The various traditional methods of irrigation are pulley system, chain pump, lever system and water wheels moved by cattle. Pumps are usually used to lift up water. These pumps can be run by diesel, biogas, electricity and solar energy. Traditional method means old method of irrigation. In this method, water available in wells and lakes are taken to field with the help of cattle or human labor. This is a very cheap method but it is less efficient and this also leads to wastage of water. Some of the traditional method of irrigation are pulley system, chain pump, lever system and water wheels moved by cattle, also known as rahat. Pumps are used to lift up water. This water has been bought and now it has to be lifted up so that it can be used in field. So for lifting up pump, fuel is needed. Then these pumps can be run by diesel, biogas, electricity or solar energy. This is traditional method, but there are drawbacks of traditional method also. There is the advantage that it is cheap, but the drawback is it is less efficient. It leads to wastage of water and also cattle or human labor, but it is cheap. Okay. And in next segment we will be reading about the modern method, that is sprinkler and drip irrigation.